Hi everybody, Steve here at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, and I just met my second person to recognize me in a cemetery. This is Christy, right?
Yes.
And Christy was just telling me that her mom, was it your mom or your grandmother?
My grandmother's buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, so I go and visit her often, and obviously visit the other gravesites that are there.
Now, are you planning to be buried there at Hollywood Forever?
No.
No? Too expensive, or you just don't like it?
I just plan to be cremated, which is interesting because I love going to visit cemeteries, but I prefer to be cremated, and Pacific Ocean for me, please.
Oh, see, the ocean, my daughter, Marcia, she wants to be scattered in the ocean. That I don't get. I mean, it's just too cold for me. But I am going to be cremated, and I was going to be scattered, and then all my friends were like, are you crazy? I mean, you're like the cemetery guy. Why would you want to be
right?
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I love cemeteries. So I found the cemetery that I love the most, Desert Memorial Park, right next to
beautiful.
Frank Sinatra. And so we were able to get niches there, and so that's where we're going to be buried, and I mention that all the time. Sorry if you've already heard me say that a million times. So I'm here, you can see we're here at the Freedom Mausoleum. Now, Christy, you said you've never been to Walt
I've never
Disney's?
been to this cemetery, and I happen to be in the area. A former pass holder at Disneyland, because you know there's no more pass holders.
Oh,
and oh yeah, they eliminated all of the pass holders at Disneyland.
So what does that mean? Getting
You just
privileges?
have to pay to go in every day, like like a normal person, I guess.
Wow.
But yeah, they eliminated all pass holders at this point, and maybe they'll make an announcement in the future as to when they will do pass holders again. But I figured, yeah, I'm in the area, I should go see Walt Disney since I can't go to Disneyland
Definitely.
today.
Well, and the funny thing is, I'm here to visit the voice of Mickey Mouse and the voice of Minnie Mouse. They were married, they're voiceover actors, they're buried right here.
That's right.
And it's funny, I've never been to their gravesites before. I've been to Walt Disney's niche here many times, as you guys have probably seen, but I didn't even realize they were here. Did you?
I actually watched a video that was talking about it yesterday. So because I was in the area, I was like, I should stop. I come by here all the time, but I never stop.
Well, and the funny thing is, they're laid to rest right here, I would say, just a few yards away from Disney. Now, I hadn't really thought about this before, but Disney was voice of Mickey Mouse. He was the first voice.
No, he was the second voice.
Wait, who was the first?
I don't know the guy's name, but there was a cartoon before where Mickey Mouse is yelling hot dogs, and that guy's actually the first voice of Mickey Mouse.
Oh, isn't that great?
Disney's the second voice.
So I just learned something. Well,
Wayne Allwine is the third.
But see, doesn't he have the second on there?
No, it should have the third.
Well, no, actually he's the third because, so online it says Walt was the first, and I forget the name of the guy who was the second. He's buried here too. I'm going to go visit his gravesite. He's down the hill. And I guess Wayne studied under the number 2 voice, and so he's number 3. So at least that's what they say online, because that guy did it before.
There was another guy before Walt Disney.
Okay, so maybe they just decided not to include him.
Yeah, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Did he do the hot dog with Mickey, or was it through that Steamboat Willie?
Yeah, but it wasn't in that cartoon. There was a cartoon that was made before Steamboat Willie, but Steamboat Willie was released first. That's what I heard.
Wow, you are a fan.
I am. But it helps that I just saw this yesterday, so I don't have this memorized. But the first one that they made, which I think was released third, that's the one where Mickey is selling hot dogs in front of a hot dog cart, and he's using a non-Mickey voice yelling hot dog.
Well, that's really interesting to know. So many people are just like fanatics about it, which is
I'm
neat.
not that. I'm not obsessed. I just happened to watch something about it yesterday.
And you had a pass. And
I've had annual passes and would go constantly all the time to Disneyland.
You're going to go visit Walt, and I'm going to go visit Wayne and Russie, and then I'm going to go visit number 2, or who might actually be number 3.
Yeah.
And he's probably number 4. Isn't that great? So thank you for telling us that. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of Disney fans who are watching this. You can leave comments to verify what Christy just said as well.
God, I wish I could remember his name, too.
It was a video on YouTube?
But it was a video on YouTube,
I'm sure probably hundreds of people are going to know, and they'll leave comments.
There will be.
And I have to tell you, I love your umbrella. A few people have suggested that I bring an umbrella. I just keep forgetting to do that, but that's such a good idea.
I never go anywhere without one, and it always makes me easily to be spotted in the crowd. So everyone knows
if
where
you
I'm
want
at,
to be
so I
spotted.
can't get lost.
Well, yeah, if you're trying not to get lost. Yeah, I don't always want to be spotted, but actually today I'm glad you spotted me. I mean, like I don't know if I said, but you're only
I
the
recognized
second.
you immediately. Yeah, immediately. And then when you spoke, I was like, oh yeah, that's 100% him. Your voice is unique.
So yeah, Christy's only the second person that has ever recognized me and said hi in a cemetery or anywhere. So you're number 2.
Yay!
So we got number 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're number 2. We'll see. Do you guys want to be 3 and 4 to meet me? And it's just random. We didn't plan this. We just happened to be here at the same time. So that's fun. I'm glad we got to
Although,
meet.
who knows? Maybe in the future we'll see each other at Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
That's true. Yeah, I was just saying I was there this morning visiting someone else. Yeah, so it'll be fun. Hopefully we'll run into each other again.
That would be awesome.
And so thanks for being a part of this video, and hopefully it's very windy up here, which feels nice because it's such a hot, muggy day. But
I think it's 93 today.
Really? Yeah, it feels like 103,
Doesn't it?
but because of the humidity. But the wind is nice, but it's not so great with cameras. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully this comes out. If not, there'll be a lot of captions on this one. Thanks, Christy. That was really fun meeting you. Now, before bumping into Christy, I was heading here to the Garden of Freedom within the Court of Freedom to visit the gravesites of the voice actors who gave life to the Mickey and Minnie characters in hundreds of movies, TV shows, and video games. Both of them are members of the Disney Legends Hall of Fame. Wayne Allwine died in Los Angeles of complications related to diabetes on May 18, 2009, at the age of 62. And if you look closely at his headstone at the bottom left-hand corner, it reads MM3, which I'm guessing must stand for Mickey Mouse 3. On the bottom right-hand side of Russi Taylor's headstone is MMF, which I'm guessing just stands for Minnie Mouse Forever. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments section. According to the biographical information that I was able to find online, Wayne was the 3rd person to voice Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney was the 1st, and Jimmy McDonald was the 2nd. But according to Christy, this online information might be incorrect, and Wayne might actually be the 4th person to voice Mickey Mouse. Whether he was the 3rd or the 4th, he was definitely in good company, and certainly a Disney legend. Russell, or Russi Taylor, voiced Minnie Mouse from 1986 until her death, and I didn't see anything online mentioning how many Minnies came before or after her. Russie died right here in Glendale on July 26, 2019, at the age of 75. I think it's pretty cool that husband and wife voice actors Russie and Wayne were the cartoon voices of cartoon husband and wife Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and that they're buried just a few yards away from Walt Disney. Just down the hill, a little bit east of the Great Mausoleum, in the Victory section, is the final resting place of voice actor Jimmy McDonald, who is credited with being the 2nd voice of Mickey Mouse. Wayne Allwine worked with Jimmy McDonald for many years before taking over the voice of Mickey Mouse after McDonald's death. Like Russi Taylor, Jimmy McDonald also died here in Glendale. He died at the age of 84 on February 1st, 1991. His headstone was reportedly paid for by Allwine, and over the years it's become faded and the words are difficult to see. It reads musician, actor, teacher, friend, Disney sound effects wizard, and 2nd voice of Mickey Mouse from 1946 to 1977. Thank you, Jimmy, Wayne. It's really nice to see all of them here in the same cemetery together. This week I want to give a very big shout out to my newest PayPal supporters, Dana Pretzer and Jim Gomes. Thank you so much, Dana and Jim, for your extra generous donations to my channel. They are very appreciated and help make future trips like this possible. I also want to give a shout out and a big thank you to all of my new subscribers. Taking the time to subscribe really helps my channel as well. All right, so let's say goodbye. Thanks for sharing the memories, everybody.